You know the vibes. www.daymcomic.com, DAYMCOMIC.com. Click the link below. Order your comic books right now. They're dropping in a few months. Don't be without one.
Hey guys, what's going on? Antonio here. Apparently we are getting a new Superman movie with Ta-Nehisi Coates as the writer and J.J. Abrams as the producer on it. It sounds like they're doing a complete reboot, which means no Henry Cavill. Some of you will be happy about that. Others, like myself, I actually like Henry Cavill as Superman, but I understand that the movie had some flaws in it. But let me take a second. I want to talk about Ta-Nehisi Coates because I read some of his comic stuff, and they actually gave him an Eisner for some of the Black Panther stuff. But I got to be honest, I was not a big fan of his comic book writing. I try to read, especially when I see Black creators, I try to make sure I support or whatever. I checked and it just wasn't, because he wrote some Black Panther stuff. He wrote some Captain America, like an Avengers, a couple, like a one shot or something on Avengers. I read some of that stuff and it just wasn't for me. So it kind of makes me nervous to hear that he's the writer on the Superman movie. I'm like, oh God, that's a little, that kind of makes me swing. And then when they say J.J. Abrams, 20 years ago, you told me, okay, J.J. Abrams is the producer on this, I would have been all about it because I was a big J.J. Abrams fan. What was it? Felicity. I used to watch Felicity. I watched Alias. He was one of the producers on Lost when it was, Lost was, the way it ended was terrible. Anyway, I mean, he's got, Fringe and a couple other shows. He's done television that I've watched and enjoyed. But then, he started getting into the movies and he took on two franchises that I grew up on that I love and they are near and dear to my heart. And I thought he missed the ball on both of them. The first one being Star Trek and the second one being, of course, my beloved Star Wars. And both of them didn't do it. So I'm sitting there going, okay. Like Star Trek, he really seemed like he missed the mark on that. If they had taken the same stuff that they did in the Star Trek movies and they had just said, oh, this is the new Buck Rogers, then I would have been like, oh, okay. Because it did, I think J.J. Abrams' Star Trek did kind of have a Buck Rogers type vibe. That's not what, that's actually more what Star Wars is, because that's, George Lucas always said, like, Flash Gordon, serials like that was more what he was going for with Star Wars. But Star Trek was always more cerebral. They would come in with, like, moral issues and make you really think about it. Mix a little action in there, but that's Gene Roddenberry, especially in the beginning, he kind of wanted to hit you with something and make you think about it a little bit. And so when you see there's starship battles and doing all of that, that's not really Star Trek. And I don't know, J.J. Abrams, I mean, special effects were good and everything, but I didn't really love, I've got some friends that love those J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. They just didn't do it for me. And then, of course, the butchering, it's like I hear like Don Corleone with the Star Wars stuff, like, look how they massacred my boy. I'm like, that's like The Force Awakens. It kind of dipped your foot in the water, and then, boy, The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, that didn't really do it for me. So I have some mixed emotions. Like I said, I don't know if, I guess Henry Cavill is out. They had tried to get him to make that little cameo at the end of the Shazam movie. He didn't do that, and he apparently did not show up for the reshoots on the Snyder Cut that is coming out in a couple weeks. But, they said he was filming Witcher, which is actually true because the picture, matter of fact, just a few days ago, he put a picture up on his Instagram, and he was sitting there, I guess, at the makeup table or whatever, and had his little Witcher wig on and everything. So I was like, yeah, he's actually, I know they shoot that like in Poland and everything. So he wasn't able to participate. They have so much unused footage from him anyway, but yeah, he wasn't really able to participate in some of the new stuff on the Snyder Cut. So I guess they're just gonna start completely over and do a brand new Superman. I guess I wonder how that's all going to connect to the Flash movie, because they got the Flash movie coming, and then they've got this. They got the Sasha Calle girl doing the Supergirl and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of curious, are they going to try to connect? I'm curious to see how this works. But yeah, that's it. Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams are doing the new Superman movie, the reboot. Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.